What are some common problems you see in the full swing with the amateurs that you teach?
The biggest problem with most amateurs when it comes to the full swing is they just don't set up to the ball properly, whether it's the grip or their alignment, their ball position, or their stance setup. And in this game, you have to be set up correctly to hit good shots. So that's probably the biggest thing I see in most amateurs is they just don't set up correctly. And then the second part is they don't hit the ball solid. Most amateurs don't hit the ball solid. They would either thin it or chunk it or whatever it is, hit it way off the toe, and they've got to hit the ball solid. It's the only way you're going to play better golf is to hit the ball solid every time. Once they hit it solid in the middle of the face every time, taking a divot in front of the ball with the irons, hitting the driver out the center of the face, they're well on their way to playing better golf. You've got to set up to be able to do that correctly. But once they can get set up correctly and they can hit it solid, they're going to start playing better golf pretty quick.
I hit the ball so bad, I'm embarrassed to even have you see my swing. Should I wait until I get a little better before I come for a lesson?
No, and it's a great question that just happened very recently. A gentleman came by and wasn't quite sure about taking a lesson because he was embarrassed, and you just have to realize I've seen it all. And the longer you wait, the longer it is until you start improving in your game. There's never been a swing that I looked at and said, wow, I can't fix that, or I've never seen that. So come on out and take a lesson, and I know that you're going to feel better when you leave about the way you're playing.
Will you change everything I do?
I guess it depends on how you learn, but you don't change everything. And it may feel awkward, but we're, again, just changing things to hit the ball better. So it's not changing everything. And a lot of times people comment after they see their swing on video, I can't believe how much it's changed. It doesn't feel like I've changed that much. And it all goes into how you teach and making them comfortable in what they're doing and positive reinforcement. And if the student doesn't believe they're changing everything and they believe they're minor, then they're going to change pretty easily. It's when the client gets the mindset that, I'm changing everything, I won't be able to hit the ball. And that's something we see a lot is people say, well, it's going to take time, I understand. I don't expect to hit it better during this lesson. And I do expect them to hit it better. That's my job, is to get them hitting it better. So it's not a radical change. It's not like we ever change everything. But everybody improves once they leave through a lesson, and it's something that they can take on and keep improving when they go home and practice.
Would I be better starting with a short game lesson or a full swing lesson?
That all depends on what you want to improve the most. Most golfers want to improve the way they strike the ball, and that's understandable. That's the fun part of the game, is hitting the driver long and the iron solid. But for all people, one of the things we do before they have a lesson is I sit down and I talk to them for a bit and find out where their game is and what they want to improve. And people should never be afraid to work on the short game or say they need bunker help. It doesn't all have to be about the driver, all be about the full swing. So that's really up to the client and what you need for your game to improve. And a lot of people, we go over all of it in an hour and a half. It's, we'll go through the whole bag from putter to driver and everything in between to help them.